Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. So today we are doing dragons. Yes, rats, I like dragons more than I like the rat creature. So yeah. You'll hear the difference. Anyway, so your years of the dragon: 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, and 2012. So I think one of my cousins is a dragon. Doesn't act like it though. Anyway, so the description for the dragon is: the dragon travels freely between heaven and earth, decorating the world with richly beautiful colors. He also knows his own responsibility. Even if it is just a little girl's dream, he will also protect it attentively. So the positive yang meanings for dragon: authoritative, free, mission, broad-minded. The yin negative meanings: unpredictable, unsustainable passion, freewheeling, over ambitious. Yeah, so I can't say anything on the dragons that I know. I don't know them well enough on those traits, but yeah, let's get into it with these beautiful dragons. I mean, that card is just gorgeous. And who doesn't love a dragon? I mean, dragons are like squashies. Everybody loves a squashy, everybody loves a dragon. So let's see what Spirit has for our mighty magical dragons on this reading. What do you have for dragons? Let's see. Can't think of any really bad dragons in Hollywood. Oh, maybe in Lord of the Rings there was that one dragon. You shall not pass. Anyway, come on, Spirit or card. Somebody wake up. Give us something for a dragon, or I'm gonna take the top from. Yes. Interesting. So dragons, you have halls of Amenti: initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Yeah, so like a secret sect of people that can access this knowledge. If I'm remembering correctly, this is where Thoth moved the emerald tablets to protect that knowledge before Atlantis crumbled, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't quote me on that. That's what's coming to mind. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is like, you're all the knowledge seekers. You want to know, why does the earth turn on its axis the way it does? Or why do we hear our own thoughts in our heads? Or, you know, just wanting to know all the answers of life. And you may have the ability to tap into those unanswered questions, or the answers to those unanswered questions. And it's like a deeper meditative state than what you may do now, that will take you to this location to where you can access this knowledge. One dragon that I am thinking of is always reading, always sharing, and always thirsty for more. Like knowledge is food to this person. And okay, they're showing me like a blue fire right now, and that's like, or violet blue. And it's like that thirst of this knowledge is burning deep within this particular dragon that is coming to mind. But yes, although you search for the truth and you search for this knowledge, it is grounding and keeping it all together, making notes, and possibly writing your own books on the knowledge that you gather. It's like a record keeping type of mission that some dragons may have. And it's like, yes, enjoying what you read, but also finding the knowledge that is in your own DNA and tapping into that. It doesn't always have to be what somebody else wrote or what somebody else said. You have the ability to pull out this information and pull it into your consciousness. It's a lot to do with self-esteem, because you tend to compare yourself to everybody else. Knowledge is power, and you have the ability to control that power where it won't be used for the wrong reasons, as knowledge has been used in the past. You're saying tap into that golden light, let that violet blue flame ignite deep from the root and shoot out straight up your spine, through your crown, and let that fire consume the ether to pull in all that knowledge. So it is in your conscious realm, and you can write it down, and you can start putting the pieces together, start finding those answers, and start preparing the world for the truth. Beautiful dragons, very, very beautiful. So yeah, let's take a peek at your recent past. And let's see what Spirit has. What do you want to say to the dragons for their recent past? 2 more cards, please. Oop. Okay, I'll take the ones that are up, because that's quite a lot. So, okay. We'll start with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm not picking up the traditional meaning of this card. I'm picking up a realization that has come to you recently, that you can have it all, but you do struggle with the insecurities and even still the programming. It's still not quite out of you, although this is something that you are trying to work out. However, it's like you're hitting blocks. You've been hitting blocks, and it's like never-ending cycle that you feel like you can't get out of this, or you can't reach this moment in your life. But keep pushing. This didn't come up for no reason. This is just telling you, hold on to that vision that you have, that you can have it all, and it is possible. It's just going to take you maybe a little bit more work than people around you. And they're cautioning again, don't compare yourself to others around you. You are who you are, and let that be enough. You are enough. So next, dragons, we have the Eight of Wands. Some of you may have gotten a lot of downloads in your recent past that you maybe weren't so certain how to go about them, or maybe weren't very certain on how to translate them, mainly because they came so fast. It's okay. You can retrieve these messages. Set the intent on your meditative practice for these to come, but do set limitations, because yes, you are still human, and your guides don't always understand that, because they're just so eager to share with you or get you going. So yeah, it's okay to put on those brakes with your guides. And then you have the Justice card. So something finally made sense to you, where you started seeing a balance come into play. And even some wrongs that were done to you in the past, you may have even witnessed some karmic justice happen, which is fantastic. I love when karma sticks up for us, especially when you're like an innocent victim. And some of you actually got to see that, and that's wonderful. But don't let that be like a victory. Have it more like, thank you, karma, for righting this wrong. As much as you may want to celebrate, because yes, the scales have been balanced and you did get justice for this thing, but you never want it to come back to you and how you respond to it. You can be happy about it, but don't gloat in it, and don't like feel overly victorious about it. Like, there's no celebrating in that karma. So yeah, and just remember, keep yourself balanced as well. In the background, we see these rainbows crossed, and yeah, you want to just keep all that goodness around you and all in your auric field, and you don't want any of that to dim. You want it to stay nice and bright and pure, essentially. So yes, so we have the devil here. It's still you struggling with your doubts and your insecurities, your fears. You're looking at other people and comparing yourself to others. These are just shadow aspects that you do need to continue addressing. There's nothing wrong with feeling the way you do. It's just owning it. You know, when we deny it, like, oh, I'm not a jealous person, kind of makes it worse. So the moment you accept your faults and the things that you don't like about yourself, it's the moment you start to let go, and you can move on and move past these shadows and start shedding that ego, start shedding the the parts that need to be let go of and start that healing. So yeah, what is your recent past, dragons? So let's see about your present. What are you all up to? For the dragons, 3 cards, please. What do you have for dragon? It makes me think of Shrek. How they just call her Dragon. She doesn't have a name. So yeah, what do we have for dragons? Dragon, dragon, dragon. Okay, you all want to fall out. Okay, 4 cards. Again, dragons. So first you have the Son of Swords or Knight. So there may be opportunities coming towards you that you're going to have to jump on quickly and really let them not pass you by, because there will be a lot of regret. The only danger here is how quickly you're going to have to make the decision. Some of you like to take your time and analyze everything, which is fantastic. Yes, you need to do it, but you're going to have to do it quickly in this instance. Because it's not going to be there forever. And if you sit too long, it's like the universe, how the universe gives you the idea. And if you don't act on it, then the universe passes you by and somebody else gets that idea. So it's something like that. I'm feeling like it's a mixture, like maybe a business opportunity for some of you, and some of you, it is something the universe is downloading to you to do. So pay attention, dragons. And then we have the Daughter of Swords. Okay, wow, so many swords. Okay, so this is also the Page. This is really taking that eagle eyes look at this opportunity, seeing it from all angles. But again, it has to be something quick, something that you don't sit on, something you don't like hee-haw about, or what I'm hearing is anxiety on about, and that's totally doesn't make sense. Something you don't agonize about is the word I think they were trying to say. But yeah, do have your curiosity about this thing, because it could just be exactly what you need. However, you do have the 7 of Swords, so there could be something in the fine print, something that's not quite to your benefit. So be cautious in that. And even if you need somebody to help you make that decision, just talking it through. Because I just keep hearing there's not going to be a lot of time. So make sure you're not getting screwed in the end. You need to be an equal partner in this thing, even if it's from the universe, because sometimes our guides have no boundaries and they will work you, and you need to be careful with that. Always set your boundaries and your requirements with your guides, because they forget we're human. So yeah, it's a constant dialogue with them, and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and speak up. Then we have the Father of Cups here. Yeah, this is that possible disappointment if you let this opportunity pass you by. And it's not to say you just jump on everything that comes your way. No, but it is not putting it aside, addressing it right away, looking at these opportunities right away, because you do not want to be in this position where you are disappointed and you feel that void, because you start thinking, well, what would have happened if I had jumped on it? Or you see it come to reality with somebody else and you're like, that could have been me. So yeah, weigh everything out. Don't sit on anything. Don't let anything sit too long, because it will pass you by. Is mainly what they're saying for your present. So for your near future, now this isn't set in stone. It can change if you don't like the message. And yeah, free will can always change it as well, and not just your own free will. And speaking of not liking the message, this is a general reading. So please take what applies and discard what doesn't. As there are so many people that I may be tapping into, even though, yes, one person did come to mind earlier. So yeah, what more do you have for dragon? Oof. 4 again. Okay. So dragon, we have strength, working on that ego, working on those fears, and working on your own magnificence, your own worth, knowing you have so much to give to this world and realizing it. Finally, you are mighty. You have that love to give, that universal love, and feeling comfortable and giving it out, and just moving through your day to day, knowing you are a conqueror and that nothing can stop you. You are going to push forward and accomplish the goals that you have set out to do. And they are bringing me back to the Ten of Pentacles. Finally, the matching coming together, coming a reality. Quite awesome. Oh, and then you have the Chariot. Yes, success coming your way, dragons. But also it has a lot to do with following your intuition and listening to your guides. They have me focused on the sun and the moon, and that's like your own third eye, and then like your crown in this instance. And the more you listen to your intuition and your guides, the more success you will find. And it's going to be in everything, not just job or career, but in finding those answers that you seek in love, if that's your thing, friendships, you know, whatever it is you desire, it's all at your it's all at your feet, they're saying. So it's a matter of you claiming it and owning it and grabbing it. Yeah, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. These long-awaited dreams are coming your way, and even like things that you thought of or have been thinking of doing, it could be part of these opportunities that kind of came up, or that did come up in your present. It could be those similar things that maybe you have been pondering, or maybe it is that book that you've been wanting to write. It's something that has been sitting on your heart for some time that will begin, and it's just so grounded with in you, that it's going to come out smoothly and again met with a lot of success and so much prosperity, not only financial prosperity, but all things that bring that wealth and that bounty to you. And last, you have the Empress. This is you just shining and letting that universal love just flow out of you. Like your aura is going to be like little tentacles of love as you walk by. And this is male or female, doesn't matter. But it is having a strong feminine groundedness about you, where you are nurturing and loving, and just that abundance again, that prosperity coming out, and not being afraid to reach out and help others, especially when you see others in need. That nurturing aspect will come out even for you males. So yeah, they're just saying like finding your crown. So very beautiful dragons. So let's see your chakra. What they're saying you may want to work on. What do you have for dragons to work on? What chakra? There are dragons to focus on. For a dragon, you make me take the top again. Okay, we'll go with that. Since it almost fell, and we have the solar plexus, determination. Yeah, you are so driven, and it is these opportunities and the success that came out in your present and your future, and even your past, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles, but not quite realized in your recent past. Yeah, and it is healing all those fears and doubts that we hold within our solar plexus, and letting that all go, and truly just learning to go with the flow, not so much resisting the stream of the universe, and even just letting the universe take over from time to time. You don't always have to be in control, but really having that balanced solar plexus, those emotions in check. And that's just like the core of you, where everything just radiates from. They're saying, yeah, so I'll leave it there, dragons, and yeah, well, good luck with everything that's possible that came up, and yeah, find those answers and share if you can. I'll see you all next time.